Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my YouTube channel. Hope you are all doing well. My name is Riga. For my returning viewers and also to my new subscribers, I usually appreciate so much for your great support always. So now, Kenyans, things are now coming out to be clearly known because Ruto is coming out with a certain plan, and this plan is to make protesting in Kenya being impossible. So now, protesting in Kenya is about to become nearly impossible. Just know that, because this thing William Ruto is coming out with, it's so massive. William Samoei Ruto anataka sasa hizi demonstrations zote zisikuwe zikifanyika hapa Kenya, especially in CBD. Hiyo ndo sasa ni kitu yenye William Samoei Ruto amecome out with. So now hizi ma protected institutions itakuwa na exclusion zones, na these exclusion zones zitakuwa about 100 meters from the protected institutions. For example, kama ni judiciary itakuwa 100 meters exclusion zone. So hakuna mtu mwenye atakuwa anaruhusiwa kupita hiyo 100 meters. So up to now we have several buildings zenye zitakuwa protected na zitakuwa na hiyo exclusion zone, which it is 100 meters. So Ruto is proposing that hiyo 100 meters kusikue na anybody mwenye anapita hiyo 100 meters. So it will be so hard for the people now to go and demonstrate either near parliament, near government offices like the office of the president, the Supreme Court, the police headquarters and other protected areas. So up to now, William Samoei Ruto is trying to come out with that idea, because hizi demonstrations huwa tunajua huwa inafanya William Samoei Ruto akose usingizi, huwa inampea stress, and that's why he has come out with a certain plan. And I think this plan no one should have this power to do it, because hakuna mtu mwenye anaweza kuwa na hii power, because we have a right to demonstrate, we have a right to picket, and we have a right to file any petition. But now the person or the president we are having now is a kind of a president mwenye yeye huwa anafanya vitu ndio ikuwe in benefit of him, and that's why he's coming out with this amendment saying that there will be an exclusion zone. So this exclusion zone itakuwa hakuna mtu mwenye anaruhusiwa kupita. Achana sasa na ile mambo ati wanaweka barricades. Sasa itakuwa an exclusion zone. And remember, this exclusion zones itakuwa inapea watu shida sana, because itakuwa either unashikwa, unafungwa ama unapigwa fine. So now William Samoei Ruto, what he's now up to is to ban all the demonstration, is to ban all this kind of demonstration. And remember, when you criminalize position instead of behavior, when your guilt is determined not by what you do but by where you stand, then you no longer live in a democracy but in a psychological cage. So Ruto akiendelea hivi itakuwa ni kama sasa tunaishi kwa psychological cage, because sasa hakuna mtu mwenye atakuwa anaruhusiwa, hakutakuwa mtu mwenye anaruhusiwa. And remember, this overlapping creates a silent fence. Hizi ma exclusion zones zitakuwa zina create a silent fence across the city. And because protest is not just about expression but about location, and that's why unaona the demonstrations sometimes was happen near the government offices. So now this demonstration, remember, this protest is not just about expression but about the location. Wezi niambia ati mtu anatoka saa hii anaenda kudemonstrate kwa roundabout ya Othaya pale. Hakuna mtu mwenye anaweza fanya hivyo. But huwa watu wanasema that let us go demonstrate near the parliament. And that's why now this protest is not just about the expression but about the location. It means citizens will be legally blocked standing near the very institutions they seek to hold accountable, because ndio mtu sasa aende aandamane kwa near the parliament, inamaanisha anataka the parliament to be accountable, or anataka the certain institution to be held accountable. So it means that now this bill will make the protest being banned, because sasa hata kama umeweka hiyo exclusion zone ya 100 meters, sasa watu watakuwa wanaenda kudemonstrate town ya kufanya nini? So, and that's the idea now of William Samoei Ruto, to ban all this kind of protest, because for him hizi protest was zinampea headache, na akaya kijua that this protest huwa watu wana protest just to issue out their voice and to issue out their ideas. So now protest is not, as I have said, protest is not just about expression, but about location. So now it will mean that if they do step into these invisible perimeters, even without violence or slogans, they can be fined heavily or jailed for up to 3 months. As I have said, it's either you being jailed or you being fined heavily. So now after being jailed, what next? So wata jail watu wengi sana. So now it means that you can either be fined heavily or jailed for up to 3 months, making protest not just dangerous but logistically impossible in the places that matter most. So sahi wanajaribu sasa kukinga these government places. Hawataki sasa watu wakaribie those government places, because wanajua vitu yenye wanafanya ni mbaya. So hawataki watu ati wakaribia hapo. So it means that now it means that now this rule does not keep the peace. It kills the possibility of pressure, because this regime no longer need to confront the public's anger. It only needs to make sure that anger is standing too far away to be heard. And once that happens, protest becomes a private emotion, not a public force, and the people are reduced to statistic, not actors in their own country's direction. So up to there, you can clearly understand how things now will go. Ruto tu akifanya tu juu chini hiyo amendment ipite, siwadanganyi, hakuna mtu mwenye atakuwa na ile ruhusa ya ku demonstrate, ama hakuna ule mtu mwenye atakuwa na ruhusa ya ku perform any demonstration. So what we know as the Kenyan citizen is that no one should ever have the power to decide where the people are allowed to be angry, because the right to be present near power is not a privilege granted by politicians. Just know that it is the core of democratic society, and when that right is fenced off by overlapping technicalities written in polite legalese, what you are witnessing is not public order, it is a spatial repression. So up to now things are not good, because William Samoei Ruto is coming out with a certain thing which will block every people or everyone who will be wanting to participate in demonstration. So up to now, hiyo sasa ndio idea yenye William Samoei Ruto ana come out with. Anataka sasa there will be no demonstration occurring in CBD. And remember these buildings, tuko na hizi buildings zenye huwa ziko karibu. And remember each building of political or judicial importance, including the parliament, the treasury, the office of the president, the Supreme Court, police headquarters, and other undefined areas, will be surrounded by a 100-meter exclusion zone. And because these buildings are not too far apart, these zones will begin to overlap quickly, effectively turning Nairobi's entire central business district into one giant no-go zone, where any form of protest, even if peaceful or symbolic, is instantly criminalized. That's why I have said itafanya sasa CBD yote, itafanya the whole of CBD ikue a no-go zone of demonstrations. Wakikupata, either you will be heavily fined or you will be jailed. Na ukikuwa jailed, ujue sasa hakuna demonstration nyingine yenye utaenda. So that's the idea now William Samuel Ruto is coming out with. What's your opinion? Drop it at the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for great support. Consider subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing. Let's meet in another video.